Welcome. Oh, I always feel like a town crier when I ring that bell, but thanks for your attention and welcome, friends, old and new, to Cruise1st TV. It's lovely to have your company. I promise I won't ring the bell again, at least until the end. And whether you're a new viewer or you've been with us for years, we never take you for granted and thank you for stopping by. Now, you've seen the title of the show and lots of you already know about the Cruise with Derek to the Caribbean for late November into December, and you're already booked. Thank you. Not long to go now and I can't wait to see you. Now, I realise from lots of messages that I've had that some of you have missed the shows along the way, haven't seen them at all, or are brand new to our shows thanks to our free view times in the afternoon on channel 89. Well, for those of you who are not in the know, let me explain what we're doing. I've been one way or another on your telly boxes talking about cruise holidays now for the best part of 15 years. And in that time, lots of people have sent me lots of questions about cruising and what I have thought of it. Now, one thing kept popping up again and again in the messages, and that was people saying, you know what, Derek, if you were on that cruise, I'd go. And that got us and the team thinking, could we make that happen? So back in 2022, third time lucky, that's exactly what we did. A week of Cruise with Derek in the Med, and we had such a great time. So for our second one, we had to head a little bit further afield to a region lots of people have heard of and want to cruise to, but just hadn't been brave enough to do so far. And that, of course, is the Caribbean. Everyone wants to be in the Caribbean. So we put a call out late last year on our channel and asked if anybody fancied coming with us on a bit of a special deal, cruising the Caribbean all inclusive. And so far, the best part of 500 of you have said yes. Now that's a mix of people who are travelling solo, first ever time cruisers, and even those that have been before and just love the place. This show is to give you all the details if you haven't seen them yet, and if you are booked, the very latest on our impatient wait for November to be here. I've got a bit more of what to expect as our cruise looms large in the not so distant future, which is brilliant. I can't wait. After this year, we need this holiday. So let's run through the nuts and bolts of this offer, which is still open, and what you can expect from our special cruise together. It's not just me and you, it's Mr. P, who's always there in my ears, it's Richard behind the cameras, it's our Cruise1st TV team, and hundreds of others will start our 11-night adventure on the 27th of November this year by flying out of this country, and we are flying off to Orlando. Orlando in gorgeous Florida. Orlando, where all of the gorgeous theme parks are. I've been doing even more homework on what to do in Orlando. I've been reading up about all the parks that I want to go to. I definitely want to go to the Disney Hollywood Studios. I want to see the Indiana Jones show there. There's a Frozen sing-along celebration if you fancy that. If you are, well, maybe you want to escape Frozen. Maybe you watch it over and over and over again and you just want any escape from that. How about Wizarding World of Harry Potter? There's the Islands of Adventure that you can go, or you can head onto International Drive itself to Icon Park and you can go on the slingshot ride there if you want to. There's downtown Orlando as well with a Magic Arena, football fields. I just saw Big Bird from Sesame Street. That is my childhood wrapped up in one character. I want to see that too. I definitely want to go to Universal as well and do all of the thrill rides there, like the Hulk coaster. That'll be absolutely brilliant. Listen, you can do with that time whatever you want to. You're also, while you're at the hotel as well, we are going to have a little bit of a welcome meet and greet there as well. It's also where you'll pick up your very own goodie bag with Cruise with Derek, and that will give you your VIP pass to our events that we've got planned for you and lots of other amazing goodies. So your 3 nights in Orlando in a hotel on International Drive, you do with that time exactly what you want to. Go do the parks, go do the shopping, just eat, drive, do whatever you fancy. And then we will transfer you by coach from your hotel right the way down to the port in Miami, and that's where we meet the ship, and this is where the fun really starts because we're on board MSC Seascape. While you're on board, by the way, we're all inclusive. We've got a premium extra drinks package, which the value of which is just brilliant. I'm so proud of our team for doing this deal, because the value of having the premium extra drinks package included is £420 per person, which is not to be sniffed at, let me tell you. And I was looking through, we'll talk later about the drinks package and the kind of things that are included in it, but champagne by the glass at the champagne bar, there are, I think it's 8 or 9 different champagnes which are within your drinks package, which I think is amazing. Anyway, listen, drinks one at a time responsibly, of course, but all included right the way through the cruise. Seascape is wonderful. You see on the interior there, the atrium styled a little bit like New York City. So you've got your very own Times Square there. You've got the Uptown Lounge. Do you know, I can't stop watching these videos about this ship because it's just amazing. I know we're going to be cruising around the Caribbean, so we're going to have to be stealing ourselves away from the gorgeousness of the ship to go and see the destinations that we're heading to as well. But isn't she beautiful? She's very, very smart. Lots to do indoors, lots to do outdoors. At the marina pool there'll be lots going on during the day. We have got a couple of days at sea on this cruise, which I think will be pretty cool for us to just relax and enjoy everything that's on board. You will get me on the Robotron as well. That'll be good for pictures, I think, won't it? I mean, that's a strange kind of thing to have on a cruise ship, isn't it? But great fun. Who's going to try it with me? Hands up, please. I don't see enough hands. It'll change by the time we get there, I'm sure. Gelato by the pool. Fantastic. Bridge of Sighs to get that really nice romantic picture. It's going to be fantastic. You are going to love this ship. You'll also love, as well as what's going on sort of in the public areas, you'll love your accommodation. MSC are brilliant. Everything you need is there. Big spacious bathroom, plenty of storage room, which is what you want, of course. This is all about a sunshine getaway in the Caribbean, isn't it? And when it comes to food, honestly, I promise you, however particular you are about food and the kind of things you like, you're going to find it on this ship one way or the other. The main dining restaurants are superb, and you can do that every night of your cruise if you want to and do the full 9 yards. You've got 1, 2, 3 main restaurants. You've got the Marketplace buffet. There, in fact, is one of the main restaurants that we're looking at right now. And there is another one as well, the Aegean. Aren't they beautiful? Really, really smart as well. Lovely surface when it comes to the dining room. Here's some of the specialty dining. So if you fancy treating yourselves, in fact, actually, 1 or 2 of you might have the chance to come and dine with me in one of these specialty restaurants at no charge whatsoever. Just depends how well you're doing the quiz. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. We'll talk about that later. Lots of entertainment on board. You're going to love this ship. Moreover, I think you're going to love the Caribbean, to be honest with you. The Caribbean is the absolute star of what we are doing together. So if you're going out to the Caribbean for the first time, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. We're on board for 7 nights. We've got our premium extra drinks package included already, which I think is just superb. You're there with us as well, so I'll be there. Mr. P will be there. Amanda from MSC, our account manager, will be there. We've got a full Cruise1st TV team, including Lisa, that I talk about all the time, who puts our MSC deals together. Richard, behind the camera there right now, will also have a camera on board because we'll be recording some bits and pieces while we're there. Hopefully you'll come and have a chat with me. On camera and off camera as well. You know, I love a chat. I do love a chat. Should we see where we're going then? We're cruising out of Miami. Our first day is at sea, which is brilliant. We can just we're going to have a sail away party. We'll have a chance to get together. You'll have a chance to just navigate the ship and, you know, get used to it, run to the buffet, check it out. And then our first port, we're going to Jamaica. And our first port is Ocho Rios in Jamaica, which is wonderful. And you can head to the White River here with its clear waters and its lagoon pools. There's lots of tours here. You can go river tubing as well. Sounds good. Then we go to Georgetown in the Cayman Islands. I think pretty much everyone's going to be heading to Stingray City. We're going to see whether we can do a couple of exclusive tours there for you as well. So stay tuned for more. Lots of you have booked up already, I know, on that tour. Next, we go to Cozumel in Mexico, and you can head to the markets in San Miguel here. You can take a Jeep tour, and there's the Punta Sur Eco Park here as well. Or anyone fancy a tequila tour? I mean, it's not my favourite drink in the world, but you know, it'd be interesting to see how it's made. Then we have a relaxing day at sea. This is brilliant. We've got special events along the way as well. I think we'll probably slot one of those into that sea day. And then we've got a day of just complete and utter bliss coming up for you at Ocean Quay. Now, Ocean Quay is MSC's private marine reserve out in the Bahamas. We've got a whole day there. It's a long day. You tender straight there. You go straight to the beach. You can hire a cabana if you want to. You can go paddle boarding, snorkeling, kayaking. There's food and drink on the island as well. And then there's a little bit of a nice thing that happens in the evening as well. But I'm going to leave that for later. This is really, really nice. And then we come back into Miami, of course, to end the cruise. And that's when we're going to fly back to the UK. It's an overnight flight, so we'll all be crying on each other's shoulders as we fly back to the UK. I don't want to go home. That'll be me, definitely. I think we'll sleep well on that flight, though. Do you know what I mean? I think this is going to be quite a lively cruise, actually, considering, of course, the premium extra drinks are included. One at a time, responsibly, please. Lots of cocktails, like that pretty one that Mr. P made there, although that's a mocktail. But you can have real ones as well, one at a time, responsibly. They're all in your drinks package, as well as so many more as well. The offering for the drinks package is brilliant. Right. Listen, I know it feels like we've been going on about this for a long, long time. We launched this cruise in November, and now the best part of 500 of my lovely friends watching Cruise1st TV, one way or the other, are coming with us. Some of those have never been cruising before. Some of those have been on cruises before, even to the Caribbean, but just thought, you know what, we're going to have a great time if you're there as well. It's just going to be brilliant. But I wanted to do this cruise not just because I hadn't been to the Caribbean before, but I haven't been to the Caribbean before and I'd love to go, and this is a great way of going. But also I wanted, for those people who haven't been quite brave enough to book a Caribbean cruise so far, to know that when you're on board, it's not just me and my wonderful team, but it's a whole team from Cruise1st. It's our account manager with MSC as well. So you are in the safest of hands that you can possibly be. Oh, and we've got an amazing price tag for you as well. Now listen, we have fought and had meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting, and that price should be higher by now. That price should absolutely be higher by now. And we've been holding on, and we've been avoiding phone calls, and we've been avoiding talking about it. And I want you to have these final opportunities to come in at this brilliant price. Remember, that's your flight out to Orlando. That's 3 nights hotel stay in Orlando on International Drive. That's your coach transfer from Orlando down to the port in Miami to join MSC Seascape. That's your 7-night cruise around the Caribbean with your premium extra drinks package included as well, and your flight back to the UK from Miami. We are having a devil of a job to try and keep this price static. So what I would say to you right now is, if you've been umming and erring and thinking about it, and you know, maybe you saw it a few months ago and you meant to do something about it and you hadn't yet done it, or whatever it might be, or maybe you're brand new to the opportunity right now but thinking, do you know what, after the year we've had, first of all weather-wise, and you know, let's just say everything else, shall we, and just lump all of the stuff that's happened this year into one. And if you're thinking, you know what, I've had enough of this year, I quite fancy this is the getaway that I've kind of been waiting to land in my lap for ages, and we will have exclusive events of course as well, so there's chances for us to catch up, sit down, have a natter, drink in hand, one at a time responsibly. I would love you to be here. I would love you to come to the Caribbean as well. If you've never been there before and you fancy a treat, this really is a treat at 1,899 per person. Now let's have a look at upgrades, because we also have the opportunity of course for you to, and I'm really glad to tell you, and again, you know, at any point we could say ocean views sold out, balconies sold out. We know a fair few of you have taken the upgrade into the yacht club. The yacht club's a whole different kettle of fish as well, where you have your own pool deck, your own restaurant for being up in the yacht club as well, and so much more. And we've also got a great solo price for you as well. So if you are cruising solo, So are lots and lots of other people as well who are coming with us. And you're not going to be solo if you come with us solo. But if you want to check out the price, just give our team a call, 0800 953 4700. So as I said before, this is your chance to maybe try the Caribbean for the first time, or just get yourself a lovely holiday planned for the back end of this year after our appalling summer. As I said before, our first cruise with Derek back in 2022 to the Med was very popular indeed, and we had a great time cruising together. We had lots of chances to meet, sing and celebrate together, one at a time responsibly. But listen, don't take my word for it. Let's hear now from Karen in Derbyshire, who came on cruise number 1 and is booked up to come to the Caribbean with us as well. And I asked her why she chose to cruise with us.
Well, because I watched you every weekend from my lounge, and I thought, you know what, let's just go with it. Let's just get on this cruise, get it booked and see what it was all about.
And tell me, how was it? Because I was there, obviously, but it was a blur for me because I was chatting with everyone constantly.
It was absolutely fantastic. We met some great people, not just yourself, of course, but all the other people that joined us on the cruise. We went to a lot of the quizzes you had. The ports were fabulous. The weather was to die for. And the ship was just brilliant. I mean, you couldn't have picked a better ship. The ship is gorgeous. The MSC ships are gorgeous. So we had a great time. Yeah, we can't wait to go on the next one.
Listen, you've been to the Caribbean before. Tell us your experience in the Caribbean.
The Caribbean is kind of like paradise. It's nothing like the Mediterranean. You cannot compare to anything over this side of the pond. The beaches are golden. The sun always shines. The ports are amazing. It's just going to be such an amazing time, honestly.
Fantastic. For anyone that's sitting on the fence, why should they come with us, Karen?
Because you guys are so friendly, always chatting to us all. It's just such a lovely experience. Please book.
Oh, Karen, you're too kind. And I can't wait to see you back in November as well. She's keeping a nice little calendar countdown. Now, listen, Cruise with Derek isn't just booking a cruise. We're making the whole thing even more special. I'll be there with you on the cruise, and we've got lots for you to look forward to, including the chance to win a free cruise. Yeah, absolutely. That's got my attention completely. So here's some of the things, and we're still being famously vague about exactly what we're doing right now. It's because we're putting some of the final checks in place as well. But also we want some nice little surprises when you're out there. We are going to have a welcome meeting in Orlando in the hotel at some point or another. In fact, Paul, our product manager, has just been in the hotel the last few days to have a meeting with them about that. Then we've got a sail away party on the ship planned as we sail away on the seascape from Miami out towards the Caribbean. We've got a brilliant interactive quiz coming along. Mr. P is absolutely brilliant with his quizzes. They're video and all different kinds of rounds as well. Really good, and you can win a cruise with that. Duet with Derek at the karaoke. Sorry, when did that get added to the list? Is this something I've agreed to? Going to have to do some practicing up with that. Yes, come on, get up on stage with me and duet the karaoke, which would be really good to do. You've got a chance to dine with Derek as well. I think that'll be one of the quiz prizes. I think that's the booby prize, is it? Coming to have dinner with me. We're going to have a farewell party towards the back end of the cruise as well. And of course, I'm all ears if you've got any other ideas of things that you want to do while we're on the cruise as well. Just drop them into me right now. You've got the email address there, studio@cruise1st.tv. I do like a challenge, as you know. And don't forget your VIP pass into all of my special events is your Cruise with Derek lanyard. Everyone is going to have one of those. Let's see how planning is going on the ship now. We're going to check in with my MSC Angel, our account manager, Amanda Skilbeck, who is making all the arrangements on the ship for us. And you're coming on the cruise as well, Amanda. How's planning going?
Well, I've been so busy, Derek, all year getting this to be the perfect trip. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Lots of planning. We've even got some secret little plans on our private island on Ocean Key. So very, very busy indeed.
And will you be first up for the karaoke? This is what I want to know.
I can give it a try. If I've had a few Prosecco's or Pina Coladas, then I'm all for it.
Perfect. Well, they're all included and one at a time responsibly. So I'm looking forward. What is your track du jour at the karaoke, Amanda?
Oh, something that people can sing along to. So just anything that the crowd are going to join in with, just to drown out my tones.
Brilliant. Okay, well, I look forward to hearing that, and I look forward to seeing you on board. Thanks, Amanda, for joining us.
No worries.
So let's remind you of how you can come and join us in for fun in the sun in the Caribbean as everyone else shivers back home. It all starts on the 27th of November, where we fly to Orlando from the UK, and we're staying here for a gorgeous 3 nights. The home of fun. The home of all the theme parks. Maybe you've never seen Mickey and Minnie before, and you want to get involved in one of those parades and do that. And bear in mind, if you go to, I think there are, is it 4 Disney parks there or more even, you'll end up having t-shirts and Mickey Mouse ears and caps and bracelets and all kinds of things. You'll come out with toys galore as well. You'll absolutely love it. But also in Orlando, I mean, if you're not into the theme parks thing, because I think they're quite fun to kind of look at as a big kid as well. Having been to the Disney park in Paris in the last couple of years, I really got it. And I love the thrill rides. They're really, really good. I'm thinking I'm far too old for this, but it's great fun. I love it. And no one's judging. But also the other side of Orlando is the great shopping and the great attractions that there are in downtown Orlando as well. I think you're just going to have a brilliant, brilliant time. Now, remember, after your 3 nights in Orlando, we are transferring you by coach down to the port in Miami, because it is a wee way. It is a lovely scenic drive as well down the coast, down to Miami. And of course, when we arrive to MSC Seascape. And of course, the second you get on board, that's it. Caribbean holiday mode has started, and here we go. Yes, you can go straight to the bar if you want, because as soon as you're checked in and as soon as you've got your cruise card, that's it. You go tapping it around the bars as you like. Yes, premium drinks activated, one at a time responsibly. But also, I'm glad that there's not any kind of niggly terms and conditions for that, or kind of difficulties. That it's dead easy. Yes, you can buy me a drink if you like as well. A glass of Malbec, thank you. That was Mr. P's suggestion. I do like a glass of Malbec, but listen, I'm not sure I can handle 400 and however many it is at a time. But that's my drink du jour. And the great thing is your drinks package also goes into the restaurants with you as well. That can sometimes be a thing with cruise lines, is you'll have a drinks package, but it doesn't take you into the restaurants. Also takes you onto Ocean Key. And if you go speciality dining, it takes you into the speciality restaurants as well. And we're talking drinks of up to $16, I think it is, on this package on Premium Extra. Yeah, it is. And that includes a heck of a lot, let me tell you, including 8 or 9 different champagnes by the glass. They make your own chocolate on board, which you can buy or just enjoy. Nice little coffee shop there by the chocolate place as well, which is nice. I love these ships. They are just brilliant. You'll be blown away by just how exciting it is, and just for the price we're paying, just how smart and swanky and new this ship is. I'm under no illusion. I think a lot of people, while we're sailing around the Caribbean, because we're Brits and we don't really see the sun very often, an afternoon in March, we'll be up on deck. We'll be soaking up that sun. But there's so much to do inside the ship as well. Here's the overview with Captain Derek there of where we're actually going there. So we fly out to Orlando for our 3-night stay. We've included the coach transfer down to Miami, then the cruise itself, which is first day at sea to Falmouth in Jamaica, to Georgetown in the Cayman Islands, Cozumel in Mexico, a day at sea, a day at Ocean Key, which is the private marine reserve for MSC, and then back into Miami for the flight back to the UK. Now listen, you might be a dyed-in-the-wool regular viewer here at Cruise1st TV. You've been watching for years and years and years. You've been listening to me jaw on again and again and again about my cruise since November last year. Are you at least on the fence? Are you thinking about it? Because if you think about the weather we've had this year, it's just been absolutely rubbish, hasn't it? It's been terrible. And listen, if you're just playing catch up right now and finding out about it for the first time, listen, come with us. It's not long to wait either. I can tell you, I've been waiting since we launched this at the start of November last year. So that 27th of November, which, as a matter of course, is just 17 days after my next birthday. Not talking about the number this time. I'm going backwards now instead of forwards. I can't wait for it. This year has been just a strange year, isn't it? And I just think actually lots of us deserve to get away. Remember, we fly out on the 27th of November, so it's not long at all now. Never cruised this far before? Well, you'll be in excellent company with me, my team, and the best part of 500 others who are already booked and coming. We'll answer any questions you have along the way, of course. Just talk to the team, 0800 953 4700. We'll be out there in the sunshine. We'll have a party and a boogie together. Plenty of time for chatting. Chance to win a cruise. Chatting's my second full-time job, by the way. If you're travelling solo, well, you won't be solo for long at all. You'll be part of our big family. Meet other passengers travelling solo, and we'll be there every step of the way with you. Now, if you are coming, thank you. There are more and more details coming your way nearer the time, and there isn't long to wait now at all. I know you're as eager as I am to find out more details, and we will really, really soon. This year has flown by. If you are still on the fence and you haven't quite made up your mind, listen to some more of my Cruise with Derek friends as to why they booked with us.
Because you were on it, you and your wonderful team. And, well, if you're on it, it's got to be good.
It's nice. We did walk around the ship. We saw you last night, you know. We've seen a few people that we've now got talking to. So it's nice just to, yeah, it's like a little family now.
I've got to know Derek. He's not a bad bloke. I've been driving him mad for a dolly bag all week.
You've got a bit of support there. You've got a bit of fun there. You've got somebody familiar that you know the face of. You don't know Mr. P, but you hear about Mr. P an awful lot on the television. So, yeah, no, definitely it's a good thing to try.
It's been really nice. It's more been like a family. My family's been on there, and if we've got a problem, which I haven't, but I've got someone to go to.
It's good, though. It's fun. Honestly, it's so much fun, and you just make us smile.
Because we're used to watching Cruise1st TV, watching yourself on TV, and it was nice to meet up. And I'd like to think we'd meet again.
One very big highlight, I won a cruise. What more could you ask for? It was wonderful. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, we were really naughty on that cruise as well, actually, weren't we, Mr. P? Did we not give away more than one cruise? I think we did, indeed, actually. I can't promise that this time, but listen, I can promise a really good time out in the Caribbean, and I think you deserve it. I absolutely do. I was amazed, honestly, when we launched this at the back end of last year. I thought, OK, well, if 20 or 30 people come with us, that'll be amazing. We'll have an absolutely great time. We're talking about the best part of 500 friends coming with us right now, and you should be there with them as well. I would love you to come. Listen, thank you again for listening to another half hour of me talking about my cruise. Maybe you've got some ideas for cruise number 3, actually, by the way, just while we're talking about it, because if you're not coming with us, maybe you've already got plans for whatever reason. Maybe you're thinking, OK, well, if he cruises to so-and-so, I'll go with him. Let me know. What are you thinking? studio@cruise1st.tv. You know me, I'm up for anywhere in the world. I'm absolutely up for. We've been talking about Australia and the Far East, actually, which I quite fancy, and we're starting to put some firm plans in place as well for the next one. But listen, to have a next one, we've got to go on this one first. Are you coming with us? Come on, give us a call. 0800 953 4700. Cheers to you, and I hope to see you in the Caribbean. Sunny.